Hello everybody, this evening at BleepinJeep Garage, I heisted Matt's garage. I'm going to show you a video today on why people have so much trouble getting their wheels off sometimes with an impact. Okay, so sometimes I'm watching people try to get their wheel off. This has happened several times in my life. I'll walk by and somebody can't get their tire off, or they'll call me and say they can't get their tire off. And I'm like, why? It's just a tire. It can't be that tight. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes the tire shop gets them incredibly tight. But one day I was walking by a piece of equipment. Guy couldn't get the wheel off. Been telling me for weeks he couldn't get the wheel off. And I was like, well, show me how you can't get the wheel off. I look over. The guy puts this combo together because he's running a deep dish wheel, which is very common in off-roading. We run a deep dish wheel for big tires, that whole deal. They put this combo together to get to the lug nuts. Well, it was so tight from where the tire shop put it on, they used this and couldn't get it off. And then they're not strong enough because they're kind of like Wee Man Matt, and they can't torque the lug nut off themselves either, so they're going to try an impact. And sometimes the impact's just a piece of junk, but besides that, it's this extension normally. So with this little extension right here, it will flex when the impact is hammering, and it takes all the torque out of the impact. So what you do, pop this guy off. A lot of times a short socket won't work, but this is what Matt gave me. Take any long socket, whether it be an impact or a regular chrome socket. Now, impact's gonna be a lot stronger and a lot safer, but that doesn't have anything to do with the strength on the impact, in my opinion. But if you can figure out a way to get this inside that lug nut or inside that wheel on that deep dish, sometimes turn it upside down. I have a swivel on one of my impacts, helps really where you get the air in there. You can turn this thing upside down, get it inside there, and it will 90% of the time pull the lug nut loose if you have a decent impact. So we're going to try this out. I'm going to see if I can make it work right here. All right, Boss Hog Jerome here, talking about the extension. Getting the lug nut off your wheel. So you go to the tire shop, you get your brand new tires, your big mud trains, you're so damn excited. You got your new deep dish wheels. You come home, you can't wait to paint your damn calipers yellow because you're mall crawling. But besides that, you can't get your damn wheel off. Seen this again over and over and over. Buddy calls you, says he can't get your wheel off, can't get his wheel off, and you go over, you're gonna help him out. And this is what he does. And you know, sure enough, why wouldn't you? Deep dish wheel, impact, big old extension, reaches up, got this thing in reverse. It won't come loose, imagine that. So, take your extension off, if you can, get you a long socket. We just have a short one here, it doesn't really matter, but get you a long socket, put it up here, and again, almost every time, I mean, I run some like huge wheels on my Jeep. I can fit this in my Jeep, it doesn't matter. You put it here on this side, turn it upside down on this side. You know, it's not a big deal at all. But you take that extension off there, and you gain so much more power to get your lug nut off. So that's the tip and trick of the day here at the BleepinJeep Garage. We're gonna try the impact extension just to see if it works worth a damn. You got it in reverse. The torque spec on the impact extension is probably about 2 pounds more than this, but hell, nobody knows what the torque spec is on either one of these if it was a torque stick. We'll call this one 50 pounds and this one 48 pounds. I don't know. But I have 150 pound torque sticks at the house, and they work really well. I've actually played with them. Again, a torque stick is only going to work as well as your impact. You can't trust them completely if you have a crappy, you know, Home Depot, cheapo, Harbor Freight, Matt Special impact. This is an Ingersoll Rand. But if you have a piece of crap impact and you take a torque stick, if you were to buy one and get a 100-pound one, if your impact isn't putting out 100 pounds of torque, it ain't gonna work worth a damn. So don't trust those. Always use a torque wrench to retighten your wheels if you're actually gonna tighten them down with that. Like always, hit the like button. Comment in the bottom. Tell us what kind of tips and tricks you would like to see, or some secrets that you know how that we can test out. And if you're not already, subscribe.